Hello everyone, long time no see. I'm here today with, as you can see, a White Barn haul for you, which is something new for me. I haven't been uploading much recently, as you may have seen in my most recent upload before this one. I actually started a new channel called The Gentleman Next Door with my husband, and we do kind of a mix of lifestyle things from, you know, some cooking videos, fun videos with our French bulldog, Beatrice de Jean. We've been doing an eating plan called Whole30, and we're sort of doing vlogs, talking about that and giving tips along the way. We've done wine reviews, fragrance reviews, so we're going to do more and more of that, and so I've been devoting a lot of my time there. And I haven't been quite as interested, or at least purchasing as much with Bath & Body Works White Barn Candle Company. The fact that I was not interested in so many of the collections with a ton of repackages and, you know, missing out on some old favorites that I had. I really didn't purchase much, in addition to the fact that I've got, quite honestly, a stockpile of candles, some of them, many of them not even burned before. So I've been trying to, you know, actually work through the collection and haven't really had a need to buy much. Fast forward to a week or so ago, I believe Tina Divalicious mentioned in a video, and I think other folks mentioned that some other stores were doing some more tests in addition to just like the new version of White Barn. And then yesterday, I actually received an email. You know, I'm on the White Barn shopping list, and the email said, "You're welcomed. You're invited to our grand opening in New Jersey." So basically what they did was they actually completely moved within the same mall. They moved the Bath & Body Works and the White Barn. They did the full renovation with the new, you know, the dark wood White Barn side by side with the, you know, flashy new version of Bath & Body Works. So I wanted to check it out. There was actually a coupon in that was one of the better coupons I've seen for a long time, which was spend $25, get one candle free. And they were also doing the same 2 for $24 sale as Bath & Body Works was. This was a value, and I wanted to check out the new and improved White Barn. Apparently they're going to be opening many, many more of these over the coming year, and this was, you know, one along the way. So I actually took some photos that I'll also put on facebook.com/TouchTheFireTwice, but I also wanted to sort of lead you through a photo tour as well. You may have seen on various Instagrams a lot of similar pictures to this with the other remodeled White Barns, but I wanted to show you what I saw and then talk about the collections they had there. They didn't have every test collection I was looking for, but they did have some sort of the White Barn exclusives, so sort of TBD whether or not they will actually have everything that all the White Barns have, or as they add White Barns, if they'll only have a few that will be, you know, quote unquote test stores. So the first photo you see here is just the entryway into the White Barn. It's the sort of very updated, kind of elegant dark wood, piles and piles and displays of candles that are much more like, you know, interior decorated, you know, tablescape sort of designs or still lifes, with large props and, you know, kind of when like a you know, when someone's selling a home and they set it and it's sort of staged. It's all very staged in a nice way. Then we've got here, this is sort of a picture that shows the sort of way they do it. This is just one of the kind of themes they had. They have the themes obviously that match the different collections. This was with the what is it, like the Southern Front Porch collection. You know, they've got the huge flower pots here, fake flowers, of course. You know, birdhouses, huge luminaries, more than just the ones you see at Bath & Body Works. They do sell everything that Bath & Body Works has as far as home fragrance, but then they add additional things from basically other companies, just third-party vendors. That glass sort of, I guess it's almost like a pot, like for a plant or for a 3-wick candle. You see at the bottom, that peach-colored glass, kind of a vase, is $50. And the interesting thing is that basically everything in the store is for sale. So if you love the huge luminary they use, or the huge, you know, plant, or whatever, the small table that is used to elevate some display, everything has a tag on it and everything is for sale, in addition to third-party candles and third-party placemats. Moving on, here you see, this is sort of that kind of staged design here. It's like a shadow box full of seashells and some luminaries for sale, and a flameless flicker candle, as well as all of the Hawaiian collection, or actually this is the turquoise water collection candles. Then you've got another one of the turquoise water collection candles. Then here they have just shelves and shelves of like metal and wooden shelves on the side of the store. They have these sort of globes here so that it captures the smell, lift it to smell it, is what they all say. So they had the Happy Home collection. The only true test collection they had, you see here, is the Lighthouse, or what I guess they're calling Summer Fun collection, which has the Lighthouse, Summer Bonfire, Nantucket Sail, some returning favorites like Beach Cabana and Beach Grass candles. I'll go through more in-depth later on in another video my thoughts on those, but that is the one true test collection they had that is not online or in most stores yet. And you see like that plate there, the glass display platter with the chevron and the crab on it. I thought it was kind of, you know, there's a little bit of cheese factor to it, but I also thought it was kind of cute for summer, but it's $30. And then the little tiny glass coasters that are below it that have the anchor and the nautical stripes on it, which I also liked, were nice, very nice quality, printed on the back, glass, maybe, you know, 3x3 or 4x4 inches. They were $10 each. So then they have, this is just a close-up of suntan, which actually I do think may be last year's suntan, aka the old beachside. I don't think this is the one that actually smells like suntan lotion, but it was hard to get a true sniff on it. But I just wanted to show up close the label. I actually really like these labels. They've got like a little touch of sort of that Nantucket, you know, New England charm to it. Here we have even more of, you know, the turquoise waters collection, Hawaiian collection, so many. It just goes on and on. And then you've got, this is an interesting display. They have this display here is all of their mini candles, same thing, 3 for $12. And they just have them stacked nicely. They have the little mason jar ones, they have the regular tiny ones, and then just some random cups and luminaries and metal stands and displays for them. Many of these items which you can find at Bath & Body Works. And then they had here, this is interesting, they actually sell pillar candles. These are not White Barn or Bath & Body Works brand. They're a third-party pillar candle. And they also have Throwback, the Henry Bendel candles, which I'm not sure of the retail. I think they're $40 or $50. And those, a long time ago, were actually for sale in all Bath & Body Works, and then they were slowly phased out. And then final photo I've got for you, this is just their wall of wallflowers. Again, I don't believe there's anything exclusive in the wallflowers, but it was just a nice, really broad selection of the wallflowers. And what is worth noting of what they had and what they didn't have, I think that's what people may be most interested in. So they did not have the fresh picked or market collection. They did not have the Brazilian like Amazon Falls. They didn't have the signature items like the Love and Sunshine or the Limoncello. They did have your core White Barns. They had Happy Home, you know, the Relax, Love, Smile collection. They had the full sort of Tropical Escape, which was your Papaya Sunrise, returning favorites like Coconut Leaves, Island Margarita, we all know, that came out a couple months ago. And then both Hawaiian collections, which is where I just don't understand the direction they've gone in this spring, because Sweet Shop was a runaway success last year. They didn't bring it back really in any form. They had a really nice kind of garden party theme last year with their pink petal tea cake and their the spritzer candle and garden party and first bloom and spring, and they didn't bring those back. They brought a few, you know, lilac, honeysuckle, and sundress back, the one I hated, in the front porch collection, but not the same. But they had the Brazilian candle collection, they had the standard tropical collection, they had the first Hawaiian collection, which they had at White Barn, which had the sort of frosted glass with the ombre, with, you know, Honolulu Sun and, I don't know, guava colada or something like that. In addition to the sort of mini collection of Hawaiian candles that had that just had like clear glass and the kind of generic cartoony labels like the White Sands and the Maui Mango. Like, I was not interested in those at all. And then the fifth super tropical collection of the year, the sort of Turquoise Waters collection, which again, so many, like I think there are 2 or 3 candles there that have White Sands in the name. Then they're all different, and they have, you know, tiare flower and Tahitian waters and this, but their eucalyptus mint and rain or waves is back. It's so many candles that are so interchangeable. I don't even honestly know how they're going to sell them all in time for them to be gone before the SAS or fall collections come out. So they had those. They had the Southern Front Porch collection. They did have the, what seems to be the White Barn exclusive, the Southern Sweet Tea candle, which I actually did not enjoy. It was not as pure of a tea as London Calling, and it had sort of an odd kind of sour note to it, not even that super sweet note that you would expect. It didn't smell a whole lot like sweet tea, so I passed on that one. The one true, again, test candle they had, or test collection they had, was the Lighthouse collection that I've gone through a bit. And then they had, again, another new line. In addition to your Turquoise Waters collection that is online now, I believe, there was a sort of Tahitian... I'm not sure. There were so many similarities, I couldn't even keep them all totally straight, but there's one that I think matches like the Tahitian body care that just came out, and there were maybe 2 or 3 candles that were in this collection, I believe, separate from the Turquoise Waters, you know, set of 6 or 8, and they had some clear glass, and they actually had one that was ribbed glass. It was standard 3-wick, but it was really thick glass. It was colored kind of this White Barn blue that you see, and it was fully ribbed. So it was nice, it was heavy, it was interesting, but again, the scent... I love my Beach Cabana, my true white sands. I'm meeting you in Tahiti and some fruity ones, and that's all I need. I don't need these, you know, true perfumey, like dozens of blends. So I'll give you a very quick overview, so this video isn't long, of what I think of the Lighthouse collection, if you stuck around this long. I like it. There's some returning favorites. Some of the new ones are a little meh. I can kind of pass on them. So Beachgrass, really pretty label and wax. The same Beachgrass that came out first in the 2012 Boardwalk collection. Really a sweet, dewy, summery grass. Lovely. Beach Cabana, maybe my ultimate favorite summer candle for them. Powdery, a little floral, and a little grassy, but not the wet green, sort of a drier scent. And you've got Lighthouse, which is the red one. It was very light. It was pleasant, but kind of generic, kind of airy ocean, not intense, not a repackage, not Oceanside, not Sea to Santorini, just kind of okay. The Coral Seashell, the orange one, was interesting. Again, not enough to buy, though. It was heavy on the peach. For me, it was too similar to your standard market peach for me to care about it. It was a different blend, but it was a peach base, which is, you know, been there, done that. Suntan, I'm pretty sure it's last year's Suntan, which was a repackage of the old school Beachside, which was, I think, like Orange Blossom, Neruli, maybe some Ylang Ylang. Don't quote me on that. Love, love, love that. I could be wrong. I kept sniffing it, and in some ways, Beachside and Suntan are quite similar. You know, Suntan is the one that smells like true, pure suntan lotion, which was Suntan in 2012. I think 2013 and 14 it came back as Poolside. It was in one of the destination collections as, I think, Sunny Saint Tropez. But again, not entirely sure. When I sniffed it, I couldn't tell, but it didn't say, boom, that is Suntan Poolside, the suntan lotion one. So, to be determined a little bit on that one. Then you've got Coastal Sun, a nice, sweet citrus, kind of pure, not overly candy, but again, take it, leave it. It's not that exciting. Then there are 2 more. So Summer Boardwalk, same old Summer Boardwalk that you know and likely love, with your sort of apple and caramel in it. And then finally Nantucket Sail, which for me, Nantucket Sail and Lighthouse are sort of the 2 like anchors of, so to speak, of the collection. Because they're sort of the conceptual ones that are new. And Nantucket Sail, it's in nice blue wax, pretty label. I wanted to love it, but it was just too basic. Mostly, I think it's just a lightened repackage of Sage and Cedar, aka Black Tie, aka name the other repackages that's come back in. A little lighter. I thought maybe it had a little bit of like the Whitewater Birch to it, but at the end of the day, I think it's just extremely close to your Sage, Cedar, maybe a little Tonka bean. So it's nice, but I've got, you know, a Black Tie in the closet. I've got Sage and Cedar in the closet. I don't need this just for the label. But I did have to make a purchase because I had the good coupon. I want to run you through it because I do think it's interesting, the things they have there. I will keep checking this out. I was disappointed they didn't have the sort of the destinations collection that you've seen some people grab from test/White Barn stores. I do think that somebody said on Instagram that that collection has been sort of pulled off the shelves, which typically when they test collections, they do it for a few weeks, a month. It comes off the shelves, and then it either stays off the shelves or it goes wide, comes back to the White Barns and the test stores, and goes out to all Bath & Body Works. I imagine that's possibly what will happen with this sometime midsummer. And they didn't have, disappointingly, the Pop Tails collection. I was really looking forward to that kind of Summer Sips 2.0, and when I asked about them, they seemed to have no idea what they were, so take that how you will. But what I did grab was, again, I had to spend $25, so couldn't do 2 for $24 and the free candle, so I did one extra thing. The thing I didn't take a photo of that I should have is that at White Barn, they're actually doing fragrance melts. They're selling wax melters not branded by White Barn, sort of a third-party collection, as well as, I think, about 15 fragrance melts, also known as tarts in the wax community. And so I just grabbed one because they all retail for $3. So I grabbed Lavender Vanilla. It's basically their core collection. They have a mix of seasonal, like they have, Caribbean Escape, which I don't think came back as a candle this year. Shout out to Little Balladeer, her least favorite candle out there. And, they had some lemon verbena, French lavender, lavender vanilla, lemon mint leaf, just sort of like a lot of their core White Barns that are, classics that they sell all the time. I think probably watermelon lemonade. And what this is, it's value-wise, it's not amazing because they are $3. Now, for a little bit less wax, not sure exactly, but a little bit less wax, Yankee sells them for, I think, $2, and they're on sale often for $1. These are buy as many as you want. They're still going to be $3. So not an amazing value, but still fun. It's, it says no wick, no flame, just fragrance. I almost said no wick, no flame, no fragrance, which hopefully is not the case. And it is literally less than 1 ounce for $3. And when you consider you used to get a 4-ounce candle for $9.50 or on sale for $5, and you're getting less than a quarter of what you get in those old bad boys, this, again, value-wise isn't amazing, but it is nice to have something you can melt. And it's just, a little pie there. You break off the 4 chunks. TBD if 1 or 2 chunks is strong enough. I've got a few melters. I've done some wax tarts over the years. But I do like Lavender Vanilla. This is sort of that more odor eliminating, really soft lavender, which I really do like. So that was $3. So that took me from my 2 for $24 with the Island Margarita and the Honeysuckle, $27, got my free candle, and so, I paid $28 for this haul here, which is actually decent. Honeysuckle, you love it. This is just, I think I finally ran out of one of my old ones, had to get another one. Island Margarita, some years I burn it, some years I don't. It is so sweet, but if I don't have a ton of other fruity sweet ones out, I'll go for it. They also include really nice, they throw complimentary matches in the bag that just say White Barn on them. They've got the strike there, and they're a box of, 20 matches. Now, matches for me, they make so much smoke that I don't even know if I'll really use them. But it was nice that, they didn't charge them. They just throw them in without asking. And then the other thing, I'll get to Summer Bonfire in a minute, if that's what you're thinking. The other thing that's really nice with White Barn on above Bath & Body Works is the free gift boxes. So everyone knows Bath & Body Works, you can get some cellophane wrap, you can get a ribbon and call it a day. The label here is embossed, and I have this one, it's already open, but I'll try to open it for you here. It's a really hard, high-quality box, and this is sort of their White Barn blue with their White Barn brown. No tissue paper, but you just pop your candle in. I guess it goes more this way. Pop your candle in, cover it up, and I think they do have ribbon. But she asked me, she just said, do you need any gift boxes? And I said, sure, I'll take one. But it's no charge. I feel like they could have charged $2 or $3 for these based on the other prices in the store, but they didn't. So that's really lovely that they offer that. So then Summer Bonfire. This is the one you may have been waiting for. I'm actually going to do an in-depth review on this one in another video, just because you know how I go on. And I want to give this a true sniff because it's actually a new scent. I know that some folks said it is Marshmallow Fireside repackaged. 100% absolutely not a repackage of Marshmallow Fireside, not a repackage of Summertime S'mores, not a repackage of the old S'mores, not a repackage of Campfire Cookout. This is absolutely a new blend, reminiscent of all of those. The notes on it, the perfect summer night at the beach, comes to life in notes of warm woods, orange blossoms, and green leaves. Before I give the sniff on that, it is similar to Marshmallow Fireside, yes, but it is absolutely 100% different from it. So stay tuned for another video where I'll do an in-depth sniff and review of that one, as well as comparison to some of those other similar scents. And that's it for now. So I would love for you to follow me over at The Gentleman Next Door. I'll put a link here. We're doing lots of fun stuff. Not all of it is, most of it is not fragrance related, but we do have some fragrance things in there. We're doing some wine things, which in my opinion is similar to fragrance because you're sniffing and experiencing it in a similar way that you do to candles, but you're drinking instead of melting. And we're doing just a lot of fun stuff. So I'd love for you to come over there. Some folks have come over and followed us, and it's been a really fun time talking to everybody and getting to know them and with that community. So check that out. You can just go to the link or www.thegentlemannextstore, next door, right here on YouTube, so check that out. And I assume with this White Barn, I'll be going fairly regularly just to check out what they've got and do some hauls here and there of the ones that I really love. I've always tended to really enjoy the test ones that are a little strange that don't end up going wide. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, if you have questions, hit me up. Follow me over at facebook.com/TouchTheFireTwice. Continue the convo here or there. And until next time, take care.